Samantha, I don't know if you're being lazy or just slow. But why are you so useless? I really got stuck with an incompetent daughter-in-law, huh? Is there any hope for improvement?
You don't have to put it that way, Greta.
You didn't finish the chores again, right?
I finished cleaning this morning.
No, you did the morning cleaning, but there was still dust on the stairs.
Oh.
Completely unacceptable. And did you properly clean the bathroom?
Yes, I cleaned it thoroughly.
Then why is there still mold? Do you even try?
I'm sorry, I'll redo it right away.
And you didn't make the bed properly. The sheets are all wrinkled.
I'll fix them right away.
You really can't do anything right. Honestly, where were you taught growing up? Could your mother not do housework? You have zero awareness as a wife.
I'm sorry. I can't help it if I'm not good enough. I'm falling short, but please don't insult my mother.
Well, if you can't do anything right, I have to say something, don't I? Poor Richard, you need to shape up.
Understood.
Last night's dinner was also bland. No cooking sense? Or is it how your mother's taste?
Please stop mocking my mother. I'll make it more flavorful next time.
You really need to learn more about being a proper wife. I don't think you're fulfilling your duties at all.
I'll try harder, I'm sorry.
I'm really stunned. Half-assing the chores, the cooking. You can't do anything well.
Thank you for the guidance.
Make dinner properly tonight. No shortcuts.
Yes, I'll make it with all my heart.
And did you hang the laundry without wrinkles this time? Last time it was all crumpled.
I'll double check.
Having to be told every little thing. So pathetic. You're really stressing me out, so take this seriously. I'm sure even my son is disappointed in you.
Actually, he says I'm doing a good job.
What? There's no way he would say that. He's grown up seeing how properly I do house chores right. You've got to be kidding me. How shameless. I really wonder if you'll ever get it together.
I promise I'm trying my absolute hardest.
Whatever. It's no use saying anything anymore. Just do what needs to be done.
Richard, I'm sorry to bother you at work, but I need your help.
What's wrong? Is everything okay?
No, I'm not. Where are you?
I just got home, got everything ready for the hospital, and came out again. Everything okay over there? What's going on?
Your mother keeps texting me again, asking me to do chores. She's texting me right now as we talk.
What? She's still nagging you about chores through messages even now? She doesn't understand at all.
I guess so. The notifications keep going off. Is it okay if you talk to your mom? If I say anything, it will just cause more problems.
Got it. I'll call her right now. Just try to rest. Don't worry about it. Mom, you need to stop harassing Samantha.
What are you talking about? I haven't harassed her at all. I've just been instructing her on being a proper wife.
You're lying. You just texted her right now about the chores, haven't you?
Huh? She must have said something unnecessary. I was simply reminding her of her wifely duties.
She's doing more than enough. Stop texting her now.
What's wrong, Richard? Is everything okay? I was just doing a mother's duty by ensuring my daughter-in-law knows her responsibilities. Isn't that what a mother is supposed to do?
I told you this morning that I'm taking her to the hospital, remember? It's something serious.
You said you were taking her to the hospital earlier, but I assumed she'd be back by now. Being admitted seems excessive.
I clearly mentioned it was for threatened preterm labor, a serious situation requiring bed rest. Didn't you hear that part?
Oh, I must have missed that detail.
It was just a few minutes ago, you know that. You do know about the preterm labor, don't you? You need to rest, you know.
I didn't realize it was that serious if she needs hospitalization and bed rest.
Exactly. Her health is my top priority. So please, for both Samantha's sake and your own, stop demanding she do housework. And stop leaving her those incessant messages.
Well then, who is going to do the housework? I'm busy too.
I'll do what I can when I'm home, but I need your help too, Mom. Why do you always leave it all on her? I want to know.
I didn't mean to dump it all on her. I was simply having her take over the wifely duties. But if she lacks the awareness to do so properly, then she needs more training.
Mom, now is not the time. She can't be moving around, per doctor's orders. So no more messages to her, got it?
Huh?
Don't ever do that, Mom.
Oh, all right. I suppose I understand.
How are you feeling? I know it's difficult, but hang in there until the baby arrives. I'm here for whatever you need.
Thank you. I'm still pretty immobile, but the knitting projects you got me have been keeping me occupied at least.
You're making stuff for the baby, right?
Yeah. I haven't been able to get around to them for some reason or another, so I thought this would be a good time to take advantage of it.
That's good. Just don't overdo it. Take it easy.
Yeah, I'll be careful.
Oh, has my mom said anything more to you?
No, nothing so far.
Okay, well that's good. But I asked the nurses to give me a heads up if she causes any issues. Just let me know if she bothers you again.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, I'm going back to work.
Yes, dear, hang in there.
Samantha, it's time for you to go grocery shopping and prepare dinner. You're just lazing around as always. Being pregnant is not an illness, so snap out of it. Are you really going to keep using the threat of premature labor as an excuse to slack off on chores? How long were you planning to milk this hospital stay? I went out of my way to come pick you up, and this is how you repay me? By getting me banned from the hospital?
I was told you caused that scene near the entrance earlier. I'm so shocked. I was so embarrassed. Don't create situations like that. It's awkward for me when you act up at the hospital.
You're the one who should be embarrassed, making me go through all this trouble. I'm honestly humiliated to have a daughter-in-law like you. Do you know how embarrassed I am?
Do you realize how embarrassing your actions were? Trying to force a hospitalized patient to leave against advice? That's rude and inappropriate.
Really? A wife who extends her hospital stay just to avoid chores is far more embarrassing.
Excuse me? I don't even think that.
Don't give me excuses. A premature labor risk is no reason to slack off. Get up and do your chores. A wife's work is never done 24/7. Are you really going to crumble over something so minor?
I understand, but please excuse me if I don't respond for a while. I need to rest.
Are you going to ignore me? You think you can get away with that attitude? You lazy bum, you're really testing my patience. Do some real work for once. Chores don't do themselves, you know.
I need to prioritize my health right now. Please understand.
How many times do I have to tell you, Mom? Leave Samantha alone. I told you this is a critical time for her, didn't I? I'm so embarrassed. Causing a scene at the hospital and getting banned? What were you thinking?
Oh, Richard.
You're really testing me here. Please, have some compassion.
I know, right? I was just trying to get that lazy wife of yours discharged and whipped back into shape.
Huh?
Who would have thought she'd have the hospital staff on her side, too? I guess she really is that desperate to slack off, huh?
Mom? What are you saying? She's at risk of premature labor. She needs strict bed rest. And minimal movement. You understand that, right?
Of course, but a wife's duties come before all else.
Seriously?
If this stubborn, lazy wife of yours keeps ignoring my sincere concerns, I'll have no choice but to demand a divorce.
I'm going crazy, Samantha. I didn't think my mom could be this unreasonable. This is going too far.
Huh?
Listen, once you're feeling better, I'm going to arrange for you to recover at your parents' place.
She doesn't understand what she's done, huh?
She clearly doesn't understand the severity of what she's done by harassing you like this. Dad used to be the voice of reason, but since he passed away, I think it's best if you stay somewhere safe, regardless of what happens next.
I understand.
I'm sorry, I couldn't stop her.
No, thank you for looking out for me.
I really can't believe this. I really wonder what kind of family she must have grown up in to be that kind of a person. It's truly baffling. Speaking with your mother made it crystal clear. No wonder you turned out this way with a mother like that. I even tried asking your sister to help with chores, but she flatly refused. You're all just completely useless.
Good morning. You're probably on your way to work right now? There's something I need to tell you before you get to the office.
What's up?
It's about your mother.
What happened? Did my mom do something again?
Yeah, I'm sorry to say, but she really crossed a line this time.
What did she do?
She probably doesn't realize I got discharged yesterday and I'm staying at my parents' place. But she called my mom and said, "Your daughter is being a lazy housewife and neglecting the chores. Take responsibility for raising her by coming over to do the housework yourself."
What? She really said that? I can't believe it.
After my mom hung up on her, she apparently called my sister too with the same demand.
Your sister? That's going way too far.
I think they exchanged numbers at our wedding.
My mom is unbelievable, trying to pawn off her responsibilities like that.
By the way, how are things looking at the house right now?
Well, I've been keeping it tidy enough that it's functional, doing the chores myself.
Your mom probably isn't too happy about that, though.
Actually, I think so too. But I never expected her to go so far as to harass your family too. I'm so sorry about this.
And get this, my parents want us to come over this weekend so they can hear your side of what's going on.
Understood. I was planning to request a meeting with your parents as well. We need to have a serious discussion about my mother's behavior. Just let me know when would be a good time. We'll have to make sure she doesn't find out.
Yeah, okay.
Samantha, what in the world is going on? How are you thinking about your marriage? I can't believe you're not understanding what I'm saying. How dare you? But are you really back at your parents' home? One of my friends who lives in that area said they saw you. I told you I wouldn't allow you to move back for the birth if it meant neglecting the housework. Doing whatever you want. What are you thinking? As punishment, you need to come back here immediately and do a full cleaning of the entire house. Richard is doing the bare minimum, but it's really your job as the wife. Understand? Reply if you do.
I understand. I'll do it as soon as I'm back.
That's right. Good girl. Samantha, I don't understand what's going on. What's going on? Explain it to me properly. Who are these people? I heard the front door open and thought you had come back. So I was going to give you a piece of my mind. But then around 20 people came barging in and started doing chores all over the house.
Oh, they have arrived?
So who are these people?
They are my relatives.
Relatives?
Take a good look at them. As you requested, my mother and my sister is there too.
Huh?
Richard should be there too.
Even him? Hey, what's all this? Explain this, Samantha. I have no idea what's going on here. You must know, right? Richard is here, but why is he taking charge and giving instructions?
I suppose it makes sense since he knows that house the best. It's only normal he'd be leading the major cleaning and chores. There's no one more qualified, is there?
No, that's not what I meant. This makes it seem like he's not on my side.
Yes, that's how it's been from the start, hasn't it?
What?
Your horrible attitude, constantly forcing me to do housework, was an everyday occurrence. Even when I was hospitalized due to preterm labor, your selfishness wanted me discharged and brought home just because I'm the wife, which I hated. Richard was truly troubled by that. He was worried about my health, too.
But still, why are they moving belongings one after another and loading them into that truck? Hey, Richard, I'm totally lost here. What in the world is going on? What's happening? Please explain it to me.
I was visiting Samantha's parents today.
What?
Mom, you had the audacity to tell my sister-in-law and her family to come do our housework? Samantha's father was furious over that.
What?
He wanted to talk to me, so I went over there today. That's when I found out Samantha was out of the hospital and staying at her parents' house, which surprised me. We decided to make the first move.
What do you mean by make the first move? By barging in?
Yes. I asked them to move out me and Samantha's stuff.
What about mine?
You figure out your own situation. I'm done with this.
What?
The rental lease is terminated, so you need to be out by month's end.
Richard, wait. You're seriously kicking me out like this? I can't believe it. Please reconsider. Yes, maybe I was a bit harsh, but I was just trying to help her as her mother-in-law. I merely pointed out how she was failing as a wife, lazy, sloppy, and selfish. If she had her act together, this wouldn't be happening. So why am I the one being punished? I'm not the bad guy here. This is crazy.
Mom, that's enough. Samantha is hospitalized with preterm labor. Demanding housework in that condition is insane. And dragging her family into this is unacceptable.
But I just wanted them to take care of the house properly.
You are dead wrong. Blaming Samantha and never your own faults. I can't stay with you any longer. Unless you change, our relationship can't be repaired. This is your final notice. Be out by month's end.
Richard, please reconsider. I have nowhere else to go.
Then reflect on your actions and decide how to move forward. We're done involving ourselves with you.
Why is this happening to me? I didn't do anything wrong. If Samantha wasn't such a failure, this wouldn't happen.
So that's how you really feel, huh? Nothing more to say then. You're on your own from here on out. Goodbye, Mom.
Please come back. Why am I being punished? I'm innocent. It's Samantha's fault. Please come back and hear me out.
After Richard's ultimatum, his mother had no choice but to move out, leaving her aimless and desperate since she had nowhere to go. In the end, she had to return to her parents' rural countryside home. However, the country life she wasn't used to after city conveniences made it incredibly difficult for her. At her parents' place, there was her unmarried brother who still lived there. As soon as she arrived, he demanded she take care of him and do all his chores. She's been busy taking care of her brother and doing house chores, just as she had forced that life onto me. The tables had turned, and now she was the one being burdened with chores and demands. On top of that, the prying eyes and cold shoulders of the small-town neighbors made her life miserable. Unable to take it any longer, she pleaded repeatedly to return to the city. But she had no financial means to do so. With no other options, and never taking accountability for her actions, she spent the rest of her life stuck in that tiny country home, waiting on her brother hand and foot. The ultimate poetic justice. Meanwhile, Richard and I started fresh with a new life together. With a new addition to our family, we are working as a team to build a happy, loving home going forward.
Hi, Maria. Have you recovered from morning sickness yet? Yes, thanks to you. My personal and professional life is going well now. I'm glad to hear that. I have to go out today, so I'll be home late. Would you come over to my place after work and cook dinner for me? What? After work? What's wrong with that? My stomach is starting to get bigger and I'm getting a little tired. So what? I just think it's tough to go cook a meal after work. What? What are you talking about just because you're pregnant? You're my daughter-in-law, and you don't have an option to say no. If I tell you to cook, you should just do it. Then I'll buy some fast food or something and bring it to you. What are you talking about? You want me to eat cheap fast food? You gotta be kidding me. I'm sorry. I used to be able to do this, but I've been having a lot of back pain. I don't think I can cook for 2 families. Why did you become my stepdaughter? You're useless, you know that? I'm sorry. I'm telling you, pregnancy is not a disease. I did all the housework while I was pregnant. There's no reason you can't do it too. But I really can't. That's enough. I won't ask you today. I'll go to the department store and buy something delicious. It would be a great help if you did that. I wonder why John married such a sloppy wife. I feel sorry for him. Now listen to me, Maria. You're mistaken if you think you can get away with anything just because you're pregnant. Next time, I'll make sure you cook like you're supposed to. Maria, it's about time you come to do the housework. How long are you going to skip your chores just because you're pregnant? I'm sorry, it's been so long. I've been very busy at work lately and I haven't been feeling well. I honestly don't think I'll be able to do the housework at your house in addition to my own housework. Are you still working? If your health is that bad, do something about your job. You should consider my housework your priority, no matter what. Yes, even if I took a day off from work now, I doubt I could do any housework because of the morning sickness. Don't be silly. I was able to do my usual housework until the baby was born. There's no reason you can't do it. Yes, I know that, but I can manage my work since it's just an office work, but doing housework is too much for me. I'm sure it will cause trouble for you. Oh my God, I don't want to hear those excuses anymore. Don't slack your work just because you're about to give birth. There are many things you have to do as a wife. Being pregnant is not an excuse. I don't have time to lecture you about this. Come to my house on your next day off and do the chores that have piled up. Okay. Hi, Maria. You're already on maternity leave, aren't you? From now on, you should come and spend your time at our house. What? That way, you won't have to come and go, and it will be easier for you to do your housework, right? That's... What? Are you going to complain again? I'm not complaining. You always do that. You've never listened to me even once. You're always nagging about this and that. I can't imagine what you'll do after the baby is born if you disrespect me like this. Emily? What? I'm sorry for not discussing this with you. After consulting with John, we've decided to have the baby back in my hometown where my parents live. Huh? So I've returned to my parents' house. I won't be able to do any housework there for a while. Wait, what are you saying? Who gave you permission to have a baby back there? I would never allow such a thing. But John suggested that we should have the baby here with my parents. He said it would be safer for me to have my mother there, since it would be my first birth. Are you kidding me? I've been through childbirth myself. I can support you. I'm sure you can, but I returned to my parents' home because I didn't want to disrespect John's kindness. I won't let you do such a selfish thing. I didn't hear anything from John about it. You should come back to our house right now. What? If you say you can't come to my house by yourself, I'll come pick you up. You want me to go all the way to your house just to do house chores? Of course! You're my daughter-in-law. You're supposed to do the housework. And I should be there when you give birth. But you went back home without my permission, so I have to go through a lot of trouble. Just come to my home and start cooking, cleaning the toilet, and mowing the lawn. Emily, there's no way I can mow the lawn. Of course you can. Anyway, I'll come and get you tomorrow. John, I just got a text from your mother and I'm in trouble. What's wrong? Did she do something again? She said she's going to pick me up tomorrow. Huh? She got very angry when she found out I was going to have a baby back home. She did? Yes. She told me that tomorrow I have to go back to her house to cook, clean the bathroom, mow the lawn. She's coming tomorrow to pick me up. What am I going to do? Oh my God. I was trying to avoid you doing something that's not good for the baby. So we decided to have the baby back home. If she takes you back to her house, she will treat you like a slave. Yeah. We have to do something about this. I'm worried about you and the baby. I'm going to explain the situation to my boss and ask for the afternoon off. What? I'm going to your parents' house now. I was wondering if we could discuss the situation with your parents. I'm sure that's fine, but is your job going to be okay? I can't concentrate on work, can I? Right now, my priority is you and the newborn baby. Anyway, I'll be on my way soon. Okay, thanks, John. Maria, what's going on? I said I would pick you up, but you got into a car with a man and went somewhere, didn't you? I saw it with my own eyes. You said you were going home to have a baby, but you're really cheating on John, aren't you? What kind of a wife are you? Emily, I'm not having an affair. The only person I love is John. Then who was that? It definitely wasn't a woman. You can't cheat on him like that. I can't allow you to go back to your parents' house and secretly cheat on him. I'm not having an affair. Someone was concerned about my health and took me away. What? What do you mean? I told you, didn't I? I can't cook, clean toilets, mow the lawn, and do lots of other chores. I can't force myself to do that right now because it's an important time for the birth of the baby, so I can't go back there. What's with that tone? You're my daughter-in-law and it's your job to take care of me. You really don't know what it's like to be a wife. That's why you need to be disciplined. Come back to my house right now. No matter how much you say, I can't do that. If you insist that much, I have an idea. I can't accept you as my daughter-in-law anymore. You'd better be ready for it. John, what the hell is going on with Maria? She decided to have the baby back home and went back to her parents' house. I didn't hear anything about it. I made Maria do it because it was her first time giving birth and she was anxious. You spoil her too much, don't you? She's making you do the housework too, right? That's fine with me. We talked about it and decided on it. It's a wife's job to do the house chores. Besides, I hate to tell you this, but... What? Maria is cheating on you. Huh? She is cheating on you, taking advantage of your lack of attention. I saw it clearly with my own eyes. Mom, what are you talking about? Maria is about to give birth. I'm the one who suggested her to go back to her parents' house because you're always treating her like your own servant. When have I ever done that? You forced her to do your housework after work, and the housework is something you can do on your own. I know all about it. Did she tell you that? She can't do anything at all, but she has a big mouth, don't you think? What's with that tone? Maria is not your housekeeper or servant. Why don't you do your own housework? You're young, so you may not understand, but once you're married, a wife has to listen to her mother-in-law and does everything for the house. I'm just teaching her because she's not doing anything. If you call me abusive or whatever, that's because you don't understand. Maria is going to give birth soon. We don't know when she'll go into labor. I just want to ease her anxiety as much as possible. That's why I wanted to let her relax at home, away from you, who is causing lots of trouble for her. That's exactly why she's taking advantage of you. She even cheated on you, and it's really disgusting. Mom, do you really think Maria cheated on me? I saw her with my own eyes getting into a car with a guy. I'm absolutely sure. When the baby is born, I'm going to take the baby and have her divorce you. I guess I can't talk to you about anything. You only speak ill of Maria no matter what I say. She's doing whatever she wants, so I have to do something about it. I'm glad I made the decision. What? Actually, I got divorced yesterday. Divorced? I'm surprised. But she can't do the housework and she doesn't listen to me, so it's no wonder. And even worse, she cheated on you. Okay, come back to my house now. There's more. What? I remarried right after the divorce. What? You mean you were cheating on her too? Well, she was cheating on you as well. That's how unattractive she was. I divorced Maria once, and we got a marriage certificate so that I could take Maria's family name. I remarried Maria and became their son-in-law. What? What the hell is going on? You did it without consulting me. She even cheated on you, and yet she managed to get you to go along with it. She took you away from me. I can never forgive her. I guess I'll have to meet her in person and do something about it. Mom, I didn't think you were that insane. Do you know why I became their son-in-law? Why? Because you tried to bully the woman I love. Bully? That's not true. I was just trying to discipline her on how to be a wife. What discipline? Maria is an attentive, kind, and precious woman who I love more than anyone else. At least, she's a much nicer woman than you. What a thing to say to your mother. She's the kind of woman who would go back to her hometown and cheat on you. Mom, don't you realize what's going on? Didn't you think anything when you saw that man with Maria in a car? Nothing really. Well, he wasn't a young man, was he? Mom, you finally pissed him off. What? What are you saying all of a sudden? Who did I offend? You didn't seem to notice because you were only thinking about yourself. It was my father who put Maria in the car. Huh? Don't make bad jokes. Why was your father there? The night before, you tried to bring Maria back. I told Dad everything. How you'd been picking on her for a long time. How she'd been taking care of you even after she got pregnant. That you tried to bring her back to your house after she went back to her hometown. Trying to make her do your housework even after the baby was born. What are you talking about? Everything you said is not true. I was only trying to teach her the duties of a wife. I was just trying to discipline her for being so lazy. You do not need to discipline Maria. She's been raised by her parents with love and care. She's very thoughtful and takes care of the house without complaint. Above all, she is a woman who never forgets to take care of her family. That's why she didn't say anything about you until her health got worse. But you don't understand anything. I took my father to her parents' house to discuss the future with them. Oh no! Maria is a woman who disrespected me and went back to her hometown on her own. What is there to discuss? Shouldn't it be Maria's parents who should be apologizing? What's the matter with you? Don't be ridiculous. I can't tolerate your mean, disrespectful attitude. So I told my dad everything and decided to have a talk with her parents about you. Huh? Dad was furious. He's always been concerned about your behavior, but he didn't want to cause any trouble, so he kept quiet. But he said he couldn't take it anymore. What do you mean? If he doesn't do anything about it, you'll make the whole family unhappy. And he said it would be a bad influence on the baby. What do you mean by bad influence? It's not good to have you who picks on Maria in front of her child, is it? He said this whole thing has made him decide to divorce you. Divorce? Why should I get a divorce? Did I not just say that? Because your mean thoughts and arrogant attitude make the whole family unhappy. Oh no. Dad hid Maria from you so you wouldn't take her away. That's why he put her in the car that day. I couldn't leave for work, so my dad took care of it. You're kidding, right? I can't believe he would do such a thing. He was so quiet. He has always listened to me. That's just because he didn't want to cause any trouble. But then he realized that nothing good would come. That man would never do such a thing. Anyway, Dad suggested I become their son-in-law. I'd get divorced once, but I'd be allowed to take Maria's parents' last name. I could completely break off the relationship with you. Huh? It's my dad's decision that we should break off the relationship with you completely. And on top of that, Dad's divorcing you too. He said that if we did that, we would all be able to raise our child in peace since you're not going to be around. He insisted me to do that. I felt sorry that he was having a hard time all these years with you. Wait a minute. What will happen to me if you become their son-in-law and I get the divorce? I don't know. Isn't that something you should think about yourself? Huh? Because that means I won't have a house, and my income will be only my pension, right? I guess. Then I won't be able to make a decent living. What do you mean, decent living? There are plenty of women living on their own. Go look for a job and live within your income. This is what happens when you try to make things easy for yourself by pushing everything onto Maria, just because she's your daughter-in-law. I'm sure Dad will be talking to you about a formal divorce soon. You two should talk about your own divorce. Oh no. You're okay with your own parents getting divorced? I don't have a problem with it because I'm not your son anymore. Well, personally, I feel sorry for Dad. John, how dare you say that to your mother? I told you I'm a stranger now. Don't ever contact me again. Don't do anything to ruin my happiness. Well then? Hey, John, wait! Hey, Maria, how dare you do this to me? You're not a good enough daughter for me. How dare you drag John and my husband into this?
Emily, I didn't do anything. I just told him the truth that I couldn't do the housework at your house.
That's unnecessary. Why didn't you just shut up and do your duty as a wife? At the very least, convince my husband not to divorce me. I can't stand to have my son and my husband taken away from me.
I can't help it. It's all up to John and his father. I don't think anything I say will change that. In fact, John immediately went through the procedures to divorce and remarry. I think his father has already moved on to the procedure of divorce as well.
You must have arranged for this to happen. You should convince my husband. Make him reconsider divorcing me.
Why should I do that?
Huh?
I am no longer your daughter-in-law or anything. That means I'm a stranger, right? There's no reason why I should do what you say. I will refuse to do so. I think I have to respect John's father's feelings.
How long are you going to get cocky? I don't care what you say, so hurry up. If you keep this up, I'm going to lose everything.
So?
Huh?
You have never listened to anything people have to say. You have been so selfish. I can't tell you how many absurd things I've been told. I want to live happily with John and our unborn child. I will not do as you say. There's no reason for me to do so.
Why do you say that? Your husband's mother is in trouble, so help me.
I've been telling you for a while now. John took my family name, so the only mother I have is my own mother. You are a stranger, remember?
You can't just...
How can I accept what a stranger says? You have to take care of the rest by yourself. You lost everything because of your own action. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Hey, Maria, what should I do? Hey!
After that, Emily's divorce was finalized against her wishes. As a result, she was evicted from her house. With the help of John's father, who was very kind to her, she only got a share of the property. With that, she was able to get a cheap apartment for her to live alone. But her life from now on will be very poor. I'm sure it will be stressful for her who has been living as she pleases. She is not a child, so I would like her to figure out what to do by herself. It is no longer my concern if she spends her time alone and lonely. I am currently back home with my parents after safely giving birth to a healthy baby boy. After settling down to raise my child, I would like to find a new house near my parents' home. I would like to start a new life with my family of 3. I'm keeping in touch with my father-in-law and seeing him regularly.
Hey, Vivian. I need to talk to you about something.
What's wrong?
It's about my mother.
What about her?
Mom says it's boring to stay home alone. She wants something to do.
Well, I can understand that. She's been living alone since your father passed away 2 years ago. It's not that I haven't been concerned about it, but I've been so busy with work and housework that I had no time to visit her.
So, you know she likes to chat, right?
I guess so. She's always talking all by herself.
That's why she wants to use Dad's insurance money to open a small coffee shop.
What? She's already 65 years old. Isn't it a lot of work to open a coffee shop?
I told her that too, but she doesn't listen to me.
I guess I can understand that too.
It might give her something to live for, but I think it's too risky.
I agree.
You should definitely stop her. But I don't think it's right to just tell her to stop. I honestly don't know what to do. I understand how you feel, but I definitely don't recommend it. In the first place, what if she ends up in debt because of it? That's likely to happen, you know. Yes, but I don't want to see my mom grow old like this. You can say that so easily because she's not your mother. Then how can you be responsible for it? There's no guarantee that the business will succeed. I don't think a coffee shop will bring many customers nowadays. Why do you think like that? You won't know unless you try, right? She might have a chance if she was more younger. Anyway, I think you should stop her. Oh, my boss is calling me. I'll talk to you when I get back. Hi, Vivian. It's been a while. How are you? Hi, Kaylee. I'm sorry it's been so long. Time just flies when you're so busy, you know. You're as busy as ever, aren't you? Anyway, I'm sure you've heard from Milo, but the preparations for my coffee shop are steadily progressing. What? A coffee shop? So you're going to open a coffee shop after all? Yes, I am. I know it's going to be successful. If I open a coffee shop, it will surely become a popular coffee shop. I might even be on TV. Where does your confidence come from? What is it? No, it's nothing. So, I need to tell you something. I've made Milo the guarantor for the loan. What? Wait a minute. You mean as a co-signer? Yes. He's working full-time, so he has a certain amount of income, right? That's why I made him to be my co-signer. Huh? You mean he already signed it? Of course! I have never seen such a document, nor do I remember him saying anything about it. How can he do such a thing without consulting me? He seemed to have no problem with it. Huh? I told him to convince you to stop. I think he just lied to you. What do you mean? Don't you think it was such a hassle for him trying to stop me from opening a coffee shop? Because there's no way I would have accepted it. Oh my gosh. It's something that involves my life too. That's why I asked Milo to be a co-signer. Huh? I can't believe it. Why did he do that? Isn't there someone else you would rather ask other than him? You should ask your brother first. Because he has a low income. Besides, he has a family and a child. I can't ask him to be my co-signer. He would turn me down. Why are you forcing us to do what your own brother refused to do? Because he is my son, right? You're not a family member of this house, so don't be cocky. You're not going to have any problems even if he's a co-signer. And the loan amount is only $300,000. That's not so expensive considering it's a restaurant opening, right? 300,000? I'm getting dizzy. Kaylee, no business succeeds so easily. I know that, but I have experience. I didn't live 65 years for nothing. What experience? I don't mean to be presumptuous, but you are not that good a cook. You didn't work in the service industry for many years. You didn't work as an accountant. I think it's hard to run a coffee shop just because you like to talk, don't you think? You're so cocky. Watch your language. I know I'm out of line, but being a co-signer is something that affects everyone in the family. And yet, what are you thinking having Milo to co-sign it without even telling me? Because he agreed with me. He said, if I was that serious about it, he's sure you would understand too. I was thinking that you might be willing to accept it. Huh? He never said anything like that. I'll be in real trouble if you do anything selfish. I'm sure you'll have a hard time running the business. Don't be so negative. If you think running a business is hard, then think about how you can help. What? Like advertising to your family, talk to your friends and co-workers, or come up with great recipes together. There must be a lot of things you can think of to run a successful coffee shop, right? Kaylee, are you relying on others to run the business? There's no way you can make it work with such a simple idea. Please stop it right now. I've already submitted the paperwork, so there's no turning back. Why did you do it so selfishly? Vivian, may I have a word with you? Hi, Kaylee. How can I help you? It's about the coffee shop. I'm not getting as many customers as I expected. I thought this place would be popular and was supposed to be full every day. But I'm only getting 2 or 3 customers a day. I guess so. It's tough running a coffee shop. I think it's tough to get more customers if you aren't that different from other shops. I see. And on top of that, the tenant fee is expensive. I don't have enough money to cover the deficit anymore. What? What about your husband's insurance money? Did you use it all up? Yes, I'm afraid so. I put all my savings into this coffee shop. That's why I decided to give up running this coffee shop. Are you serious, Kaylee? It's only been 6 months. I know. But I can't pay the money anymore. What? You didn't leave enough to pay back your loan? There's no way I could leave that much. I used all up to cover my monthly living expenses and the coffee shop's deficit. Because there was no other way. Wait a minute. You've taken out a large loan, so let's think about how to attract customers again. For example, you could use social networking sites or try to get some ads in a free magazine. There is no way I can do that. You should have helped me out from the start. How can you say that now after doing nothing? You can't just leave it to someone else. I'm doing my job too, and I didn't think the business was in such bad situation. That's enough. Huh? I've done what I wanted to do and now I feel better about it. Okay. I've already run out of money, so I can't continue to run the store any longer. I guess not. Then what are you going to do about repaying the debt? I've decided to go bankrupt. Bankrupt? Kaylee, why are you making such an important decision on your own? If you go bankrupt, Milo will have to repay the loan, won't he? That's right. If I go bankrupt, my debt will be paid by my son, my co-signer. Huh? That's crazy. Because no matter how you look at it, there's no way I can pay back $300,000. My husband's insurance money and my savings are all gone. Why didn't you consult me or Milo earlier? Even if I had consulted you, you would have been angry anyway, wouldn't you? So I thought I'm going bankrupt. I've been having fun with the rest of my savings. Huh? I ran out of money when I was traveling with friends, eating nice dinners, buying clothes, etc. If I go bankrupt, I won't be able to do those things. I've had plenty of fun before that. Kaylee, are you insane? Because Milo is the one who's going to take over the repayment, right? I don't have to pay back. Thanks to him, I'm free. Kaylee, when you got the loan, you said you would never cause us any trouble. So you asked Milo to be your co-signer, didn't you? You didn't have the slightest intention of doing that, did you? From the very beginning, you wanted to put everything on us. Because it was your fault for not helping me, wasn't it? If you had thought about teaching me how to serve customers when I opened the shop, it might have been different. You weren't responsible enough to begin with. I don't understand what you're saying. It was you who insisted on opening the coffee shop, right? Shouldn't you have made more effort yourself? No, you didn't do anything for me. That's why I was forced to close the store. You said it was going to be hard, but you didn't do anything. Why is it my fault? You made the decision on your own and took out the loan on your own. That's enough. I'm satisfied now. I don't want to run a coffee shop and I don't want to pay back the loan. Oh my goodness, we're in a big trouble now. Milo trusted you and co-signed the loan, remember? What do you mean that's enough? You're so picky. This is what a co-signer is for. You're responsible for it now that your husband signed for it. You have to come up with the money to pay back. Is that what you think? You were planning to have us repay the loan from the beginning, weren't you? That's not what I was planning, but... Because there's no evidence that you made any effort, is there? You just came up with the idea and did whatever you wanted. When things didn't work out, you closed the business and left the remaining financing to us. Isn't that too selfish? Because this is how it happened, it can't be helped. Milo is a co-signer, so you guys should repay the loan like an adult. Kaylee, don't you know? Huh? Milo is your co-signer, right? From now on, Milo is the one who is going to repay the loan. What do you mean? Of course he is going to repay the loan. But since you're his wife, it's on you as well, you know? It's your husband who co-signed it, remember? I was absolutely certain that this would happen, so I'm going to divorce him. And he already agreed to divorce. Oh no. So that $300,000 will be paid back by Milo alone? He is the co-signer, so yes, he will. He will have a hard time because of his selfish mother. You're lying. I'm not lying. Please tell him about your bankruptcy yourself. Why did you do this to me? Because of me, Milo will have to suffer. I made him my co-signer because I didn't care what would happen to you. Your way of thinking is strange. If it was you, his wife, I wouldn't feel anything for putting you through the hardships. How could you do that to Milo? He's going to lose everything. What shall I do? By the way, everything that is our family's property has been changed to my name, so... Huh? My car, my house, my savings. I could fully imagine this was going to happen, so acted on it. Is that so? So the property will remain then? Somehow. Then why don't Milo just go bankrupt too? Then he wouldn't have to repay the debt. But the property is secured in your name. And Milo and I won't have to be miserable. Huh? You put the property in your name in advance. Thank you. Now, Milo and I can get out of debt. We won't have to be poor. I'm really glad. I guess we are going to be fine. Thanks for yesterday, Vivian. I was very worried about my life ahead of me. But thanks to your thoughtfulness, I had a good night's sleep last night. So, when do you think we should move there? What? Because I'm going bankrupt. Then it will be difficult for me to live alone. Kaylee, you must have misunderstood something. What? I divorced Milo. Huh? I just submitted the divorce papers to the city office. Wait a minute. What do you mean? Actually, I made a promise to Milo. If your coffee shop didn't work out and he has to repay the debt, I would divorce him. What? Because he's the one who co-signed for the loan. I can see that I will have a hard time if we stay married. Even so, Milo swore that your coffee shop is going to go well because he had a secret plan or something. He even wrote a written pledge about it. At that time, I already had the property's name changed. Oh no! How could he do such a thing? He trusted you with all his heart. You made him do it, didn't you? You talked him into it so that you would be the only one to keep everything. I didn't coerce him. He completely trusted you. Rather, he agreed to it with a smile on his face. He was very certain that this would never happen. I'll never forget the look on his face. Then do something for him. You are his wife, right? I'm his ex-wife. Well, that's right. I wanted to do something about it, but $300,000 in debt is nothing I can do. It's too much for me. It's the same for Milo, isn't it? Sharing the same hardships is what makes a married couple strong. Go file for remarriage right now. I don't want to. I don't care if it's your debt or Milo's debt. I have no intention to repay it. I feel sorry for you, but he will have to repay the debt from now on. What are you talking about? I told you that Milo and I are going bankrupt so that we don't have to go through any hardship. If we go bankrupt, we won't have to pay back the $300,000, right? You are a very easygoing person, aren't you? How did you get the loan without knowing anything? What? A co-signer cannot go bankrupt. I don't think Milo can do it because many conditions are required. Is that true? So he really has to repay the $300,000? Of course, since he's the co-signer. Huh? What am I supposed to do then? The only way is for Milo to work hard and steadily pay it back. Because of me? That's right. In general, there's no way people can borrow money that easily. You borrowed a lot of money to open a coffee shop on a spur-of-the-moment idea. And then you close the store in 6 months because you can't get any customers. That's why you took out a $300,000 loan, right? There's no way you can succeed unless you are seriously prepared to go through with it. Oh, I don't know what to do. Your careless actions have ruined Milo's life. I can't let him do that. Vivian, what should I do? I guess you'll have to work together to pay back the money. Vivian, I have a favor to ask you. What is it? If all the property has been changed to your name, then you have the money, don't you? That was Milo's property to begin with. Can't you just put a little bit of it toward repayment? Why? You made him a co-signer without any consultation. Because of your selfishness, I had to get a divorce too. I want to get alimony from you. Don't say that. You were married, weren't you? You two should work together to pay back the $300,000. Of course I'll help you. Huh? Don't be silly. You're the one who got us into this mess, remember? There's no way you can help. I don't even want to lend money to someone who shows no remorse. You're too cold, Vivian. Please, help us. I'm a stranger now. There's absolutely no need for me to get involved with you people. This is the last time I'm texting you. Anyway, now I feel like giving myself a reward for being so thoughtful. Vivian, that's not going to happen, is it? That's too much. Let's have a good discussion again between the three of us. Vivian! After that, Milo and Kaylee found a place to live for them through an acquaintance. They are living together in an old, cheap apartment. Somehow, the neighbors seem to know that Milo owes a lot of money. Whenever they come in and out of the house, they gossip about it. Despite the cold stares from the neighbors, Milo has no way to escape from the debt. So he works part-time at night in addition to his regular job to pay off his mother's debt. Seeing Milo in such a state, Kaylee felt sorry for him. I heard that she started working part-time. I hope that they will work together to pay off the $300,000 debt. I was saved by transferring all of my property into my name. Somehow, I managed to find a new place to live and am enjoying living alone. When I feel more at ease, I would like to go on a trip.
Hey, Veronica, will you listen?
What?
My sister got dumped by her boyfriend.
Oh, is that so? I thought it was something serious.
What do you mean by that? That's quite a thing to say. My precious sister got dumped.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought something had happened to you.
It's as if something happened to me. She just told me on WhatsApp. It's hard to hear that my sister is being so depressed.
Oh,
There's no one in the world like that wonderful woman. I can't believe that someone would dump my sister. That guy, I can't forgive him.
well. I understand how you feel, but this is between your sister and her ex-boyfriend. It's not our place to interfere.
But where's the reason to dump my sister? That's too rude.
I don't know about that. I don't know what happened between them. It's not my place to say. You know, a man and a woman, only they can tell each other what's going on.
You're a cold woman, aren't you?
What?
Put yourself in her shoes. Maybe she was thinking of getting married, you know? It doesn't make sense to dump her while thinking about the future.
That's something we don't know either. Besides, marriage is all about luck and timing. Maybe she didn't have a chance with that guy.
Are you on that guy's side? You haven't worried about my sister at all.
I'm not taking sides or anything. I'm just making generalizations. I'm sure that one day she'll find a man who's attracted to her. Let's hope so for now.
You're like that, aren't you?
Huh?
You see people's misfortune without a care in the world. You're a terrible woman. I wish it was you who got dumped.
Okay. She's a precious sister to you, but I don't think you have any control over her love life.
That's true, but today, after work, I'm going to drop by her place. I'll go talk to her.
All right. Mike, are you still at your sister's apartment?
Yep.
Don't you think it's rude to stay there this late?
What are you saying? I can't leave her alone being depressed. She's even crying.
Even so, it's rude to disturb her so late. Besides, she has a job too. I know she's sad, but why don't you leave her alone?
I can't do that. What do you think her ex-boyfriend said to her?
What?
He told her that she can't do anything.
What does that mean?
He said she's a terrible cook, can't clean or organize, and blames others for her inability. That's why he said he can't go out with her anymore. That's too much to say, isn't it? I can't believe he said that to my sister.
I can't really say anything about that. We all have different expectations. Maybe that's how much her ex wanted her to be.
Why are you keep taking that guy's side? That's really terrible. I think I've seen who you really are.
Huh? You can't say that much. You're meddling in your sister's private life too much. She's not a child anymore, so just leave her alone. Besides, I think this is something she has to overcome on her own, and that's true love for your sister.
After all, she is a stranger to you. That's enough. I won't talk to you about my sister.
You never asked me for advice in the first place.
Huh?
You just kept telling me the news on your own.
You're too cold to even talk to me about it.
That's enough. Anyway, if you stay too late, it'll affect her tomorrow. I think you'd better come home soon.
That's none of your business. She's my precious sister, so don't interfere.
Hey Mike, what's going on? When I came home, your sister is here?
Last time I went to her apartment, we decided to move in together.
What? What do you mean?
She said she was sad to live alone, so I asked her to move in with me.
Living together? Wait a minute. You didn't ask me about it?
Did I have to tell you?
Isn't it obvious? I live in this apartment with you, remember? And you and I are married, right? Of course you need to tell me.
Why? My precious sister is suffering. I'm supposed to help her, don't I? Why are you being so mean?
I don't understand. Why do we have to live with your sister? I can understand if it's your parents, but your sister? And without any consultation?
We're family, so we don't need to ask for advice.
Even family members don't want to be intruded into their private life.
You really are a narrow-minded woman, aren't you? Don't you have any consideration for others?
I don't think that's the point. And what are we going to do living in this small apartment?
You have your workroom, right? If you vacate that room, it'll be her room.
Huh? Then where am I supposed to work? I have to work remotely half a week.
You just need a computer to work. You don't need a whole room. Why don't you use the living room table?
That's so selfish. If your sister is lonely and alone to begin with, why don't you ask her to go back to her parents' house? Why our apartment?
You're doing it again. You're such a cold woman. That's what she wants.
Call me cold, but I won't allow her to live with us. In the first place, she didn't even attend our wedding. She was traveling abroad with her boyfriend or something.
That's because our schedule has conflicted, so what could be done? She had her own reasons.
But it was her brother's wedding. She knew 6 months in advance. She could have cleared her schedule.
That wasn't possible, so she couldn't come to the wedding, okay?
Even though it's her brother's wedding?
There are lots of people who can't attend, even if they're siblings.
I don't know about that. You can't attend your sibling's wedding because you're going on an overseas trip with a partner? I've never heard of that. And I haven't had a single congratulatory message from her since we got married. Why should I have to live with someone like that?
You're so narrow-minded. I'm disgusted.
I'm the one who's dumbfounded.
If you hate my sister so much, get out of the apartment.
Huh?
If she says she wants to live together, then we live together. What my beloved sister says is absolute.
Why do you do that? You forced your way into our place, and you want me to leave if I refuse to live with her? That's too arrogant. This is my apartment too, you know?
If you can't treat my sister kindly, I'm divorcing you.
What? That's impossible.
If you don't want me to divorce you, then allow her to live with us, and do your best to take care of her.
I can't agree to that. No matter how you think about it, it's crazy, isn't it?
You're still saying that? That's enough. Hey, Veronica, you're going to the office today, right?
Yes, I'm working on some paperwork right now.
I left early and just got back to my apartment.
Why? Are you sick?
No, my sister's not feeling well.
What?
She's been mentally weak lately, so maybe she got sick. Thinking that she's having a hard time on her own, I couldn't stand still, so I left early.
Huh? She's not a child. She can take a rest at home by herself.
You're as cold as ever. I told you to be devoted to my sister when she moved in with us. I told you I'd divorce you if you couldn't do that. She's my precious, precious sister.
You're starting to sound weird. You two siblings should grow up and be more independent.
Huh? We are independent. That's why I married you. So why can't you take care of my family?
There's no way I can do that.
Why?
The other day, I saw she tried to put some kind of white powder in my coffee. I was horrified when I saw that.
She is a kind person. She wouldn't do that, would she? It's too rude to lie about my sister like that.
It's rare for her to offer to make coffee. I got curious and went to check out the kitchen. She was putting that white powder with a smirk on her face. I thought she was doing something suspicious.
You're just being paranoid. It's all in your head since that's how you look at her. I think she was just making coffee.
That was as bad as it gets. I didn't drink that coffee because I noticed it. What the heck was that white powder? Was she trying to put me to sleep? I'll stop asking her to make me coffee from now on.
That's a lie. There's absolutely no way my sister would do such a thing. You're just making this up because you don't want to live with her.
There's no point in making up a story like this, you know? Besides, she happened to be home when I was working remotely. She asked me to make lunch, so I made a sandwich. Then she said, "I don't like eating a bad sandwich like this." And she threw it straight into the trash.
How could she do such a thing? If that's true, it's because your sandwich was bad.
How is that possible after you went to the trouble of having someone cook for you? Perhaps the sister I know and the sister you know are different. She's like a wife-beating little mother-in-law.
Even you're my wife, there are things you're allowed to say and things you are not allowed to say. I won't forgive you if you speak about my sister like that.
I'm not bad-mouthing her. I'm just telling the truth. Why don't you believe what I'm saying?
Because you're cold. Every single thing you say is mean. Maybe you don't like my sister, but how can I believe anything you say like that?
Well, so you're saying it's not okay for her to have a hard time, but it's okay for me to have a hard time?
It shouldn't be hard for you because you're the one bullying her.
I think I now understand how exactly you feel.
Veronica, when are you coming home? You're a housewife, aren't you? You even have a housework, so you should be thinking about taking care of the apartment. I can put up with it. And my sister says she's hungry. Come home early and make dinner.
I won't make it because what I make tastes bad and gets tossed in the trash.
Huh? What are you talking about?
There are 2 adults there, so if she's hungry, why don't you guys just make your own food?
She's starving, so come home and make dinner. I'm hungry too. This is my sister's order too.
I hate it even more if it's her order. I don't know what she'll do next. If you're hungry, why don't you ask her to cook for you? I'm sure she'll make you something you like.
You're such a jerk. If you don't listen to my sister, I'll divorce you.
Huh?
I told you before. I'm letting you live in this apartment. Be grateful and do as you're told.
I'm fine with the divorce.
What?
Let's get divorced because I'm done taking care of you guys.
What are you talking about? Have you lost your mind?
No, I'm not. We're already divorced.
What? You're crazy. How can I get divorced without divorce papers and without even filling them out?
What are you talking about? You gave me the divorce papers that you filled out, remember?
When?
The day after your sister moved in. You brought me the completed divorce papers when you didn't approve of me living with her.
Oh.
You told me to submit this to the city hall right away when you tell me to.
That's right. I got mad and went to get the divorce papers the next day. Well, that was just a bluff.
Huh?
I was so frustrated that you wouldn't accept her moving in with us. The next day, I got emotional and went to get it.
What is it with you that you even have forgotten about it?
I did it on the spur of the moment, so I had no memory of it.
That's just how I am to you after all. I understood it well from the text messages earlier today. That's why I filed the divorce papers at the city hall right after that. It was accepted easily because your section was already filled out.
You're kidding, right?
I've run out of patience. I realize that you don't trust me at all. I didn't even have to think about it, and no hesitation to divorce.
I wasn't thinking about divorce. The only reason I gave you the divorce papers was to have you do what I tell you to do.
That's so funny, isn't it? What do you mean by have me do what you tell me to do? I'm not your servant, and I'm not your slave.
I didn't mean to.
Aren't married couples supposed to discuss even the smallest things? You decided to have your sister move in with us without consulting me about it. That's not a right thing to do, is it?
No, but...
She was walking around the apartment like she owns the place. Even she was the one who moved in. What kind of people are you? Do you know what she did to me?
No, I don't know.
Broke the heels of my shoes.
Huh?
I was going to go to work, and I was very confused because I couldn't wear my shoes' heels.
So what happened?
I had no choice, so I put on a suit and sneakers and went to work. And she threw away my underwears.
What?
I kept losing no matter how many times I buy new underwears. I can't tell you how many pairs of underwear I've had to buy in the past week.
Why would she do that?
That's what I want to know. I can only assume she's harassing me, though. Then she steals my cherished, expensive bag.
Oh, no. Are you sure you didn't just lose it somewhere?
How can I lose a bag I haven't used in the last year or so? It's been a while since I've looked for it to take it with me to work, but it's gone. So I looked in the closet that your sister uses, and there it was.
Maybe she had the same thing?
That can't be true. When I bought that bag, I had my initials embroidered on the inside pocket of the bag. That's the kind of service I got. They were definitely my initials. I'm surprised that she steals from someone living together.
My sister? No way.
There's so much more, you know? Do you want me to tell you all?
No, that's enough. I couldn't believe she would do such a thing.
I couldn't believe it either. I can only think that she moved in with us to bully me.
I don't think that's possible.
Are you still defending your sister? If so, that's fine. I'm already a stranger to you guys. Now your sister and you are finally free in the apartment. You can have any room you want. I don't care what you eat.
Wait a minute. You and I need to talk things out, right? Let's talk it over, just the two of us.
You didn't believe me at all when I had to tell you something. I told you over and over again, but you wouldn't listen to me. It's too late.
Veronica, don't say that.
I'll come pick up my stuff soon. I'll only take what I really need, so it won't be much. You and your sister can do whatever you want with what I'm leaving behind. Well then, bye.
Veronica, will you start over with me? I only have you, please.
Who do you think you are? I'm no longer related to you, so can you please not contact me?
Don't be so cold and listen to me. My sister doesn't do any of the housework.
I know. I had been doing it for a while, remember?
I make breakfast before I go to work, do the laundry. When I get home from work, I make dinner, take out the laundry, and clean the house. If I skip even a single task, my sister scolds me. I can't do this anymore.
How can you say that? I did all of that. If I skipped even one thing, I'd get a barrage of harassment. No matter what I said to you. You didn't believe me, and you said I was cold and mean, remember?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I don't care if you're sorry now. I wouldn't start over with a man who doesn't believe me. I know how your sister's ex feels.
I'm going to collapse from overwork if I don't do something about it. Veronica, you have to help me.
You didn't help me, so why should I help you? You can continue to live in harmony with your beloved sister.
Oh no, I can't. I want to escape from this hellish life.
You made all these decisions on your own. You made your own choice, so there's nothing I can do about it. Enjoy your life with your sister at best, you sissy man.
Veronica, don't say that. Please live with me again.
No! After that, it seems that Mike did his best to balance work and housework on his own. Taking advantage of Mike's presence, his sister even quit her job. She lived on Mike's income while having fun on her own. Go earn more money. I can't go out with such little money. Mike finally gave up in the face of such abuse. He ran away from that apartment. I heard that he resigned from the company he had been working for and went into complete hiding. As a result, his sister could not pay the rent and was evicted. I don't know what they have been doing since then. The end result of a crazy sister and a pathetic man is tragic. I am so glad I got divorced before I got involved. I moved in a new apartment near my workplace and I am enjoying my single life by myself.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!